All right, today we got a subcompact tractor and we have an engine hoist. What I've been wanting to do for a long time is I want to make brackets where my class 1 receiver will actually pick it up. I can move it around, I can use it to pick up small trees, mailbox posts, fence posts, bushes, stuff like that. Because this thing right here is only rated over 1,100 pounds at the pin, and out 2 feet, according to their specifications, it's like 660 pounds. So this is a little less than 2 feet, so we'll just call it 700 pounds without getting technical. So this thing's gonna weigh, this thing can go anywhere from 1,000 pounds up to 4,000 pounds, depending on how far you got the boom out. Now I understand they do sell a boom for this particular purpose. The problem is the farther you go out with the boom, the less you can pick up. So you won't even be able to, maybe a small engine out of a car, but you ain't gonna pick up like a small block or nothing like that. And then you got to store it. So this is what we're going to do today. All right. So what I did is I raised it up to the highest point where it's actually going to be latched, because I had to line it up so it wouldn't rub on here. So we take this. You got the pin. You got this goes on here. That's going to go in here like this. So I balance it. There we go. Then we're going to have a piece coming up with an angle iron on top. So I figure line this up like this. Rough estimate.
Today, Junior.
All right, like that, right in the middle somewhere. And we have, I'll call it 7.5 inches. So what I'll do is I'll make 2 pieces, 7.5 inches, one for each side. Measure off 7.5. Right here. Sign here like this. We'll mark it. So what I want to do is just clean all the edges up here, because what we're going to do is we're going to weld these onto here like this. Plus we got to be able to weld it on the bottom. What I want to do now is basically find center. So this is 2 inches. So we'll mark 1 inch. There, over here. Then we're going to find a good place to put the boat. So we'll put it right around here. All right, find somewhere in the center. Is it here? Just gonna pre-drill a hole. All right, if you look at the, right here, it's a big area where there's no threads. Problem is, that doesn't do anything justice. If you put, even with a lock washer, you still can't tighten the nut, okay? So what I wanna do, I got a hold of these, 2 of these, but the problem is, because of this area right here, and the way it is, it's rounded, this sits on an angle. You can see that. If I put this in here, it's not gonna sit quite flush. Maybe raise it up, it might work, but. So what I'm gonna do is grind some material off both of these. Ground lead on here. All right, oh, I got it's a YESWELDER MIG-250 PRO. It's a nice machine. It's a lot better than the old Lincoln I had. Transformer type. Had that thing for years. It's seen its better days. I gave that away to a kid that was starting off in automotive. Yep. All right, so that'll go on there. Take our nut, put our nut on there. I did clean off the nuts a little bit. Okay. And I want this straight up and down. I'm looking to try to get this straight up and down because I want to put a bead of weld inside there. Hold the nut. Let's put some tacks, pull that off and weld it up. What I did, came over to my ballast box, just measured there to here. It gives me around almost 30 and 3/4, about 30 and 11/16. Figure about 30 and 3/4. It was a little difficult moving it back and forth, but so it's a little hanging here, but it doesn't matter that much. And I have a magnets hold them up, keep them square. And measure from over there. Here, and I have 30 and 3/4, which equals out to 2 7/8. This side, same thing, 2 7/8. Another thing I noticed, if you look, this thing's almost touching right here.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
And if you notice, down here, this is kicked out a little more than this. So I'm gonna have to loosen these bolts up. This one up too, straighten it out before I do the top. I would love to take this thing outside right now and power wash it, but unfortunately it's snow out there right now. So we're just gonna clean up some of the areas and then I'll get it primed and painted just in them spots for now, and then I'll worry about painting in the summertime. There we go. About 2 7/8. Right there. There. Just gonna make a mark. Now what we need is a place to put our ground strap. Alright, we'll tack it on. It's not bad, huh? Alright, now what we want to do is I'm going to measure the distance between here and here. We're going to make a piece, we're going to weld it in. From here to here we got, whoa, look at that. I got 20 inches right on the money. Alright, I got to measure it off 20 inches. Flush. Over here, mark it right at 20. Tack this in a couple spots. Nah, let me straighten that out. What do you got? Be careful, Phil, but I got how you get it. Out of here. Take the plate and line it up so I can get my hole drilled. So, marker and mark it. Difficult here. Yeah, I think we got it. Oh, sort of. Our center should be right about here. And I don't even need half of this. I'm gonna rip this in half. I'll drill both holes at the same time. All right, I'm gonna drill a pilot hole first. I'm gonna loosen these up and then get this somewhere in a happy medium. So it gives me more play when I go to the top. All right, should be all right. So don't give me much play here. That's about right there. Nope, I'm gonna tighten it right there. Jack this up. Just start to grab it. Right there. Put this on here like this. Have it nice and square. Get it like that. Draw a line. All right. We'll cut 2 of these. All right, we're gonna tack this. Let me tighten this up first. Oh no. Probably never ever take these off, but I just want to put a little tack right here so they never loosen up. If you ever need to take them off, you can just cut the tack off. You got it lined up with the outside one. That. Never that easy. Not really.